In the most auspicious time, that is called as Krita Yuga, we all have assembled here to understand the ways and methods of establishing our principle of a master. Krita Yuga. Krita Yuga means the time when you have to do something. Krita, when it was done. So, you are the channels of that doing the work of God. You are the channels of God Almighty and His power. On one side, you have to carry the dignity, the glory, and the assumption that you are a guru. On the other side, you have to be completely surrendered to your God Almighty. All your dignity, your authority comes from Him. And the third thing is that the way He has created this universe and you in a mood of play, you have to see His play. So, a kind of mood that is cheerfulness should be really bubbling through you. So far, the idea of Guru was that such a person never laughs, never smiles, always in a temper. That was all right for Gurus who did not have to have any contact with the public but hang themselves with a string somewhere in the Himalayas. But here we are facing the entire universe, which has to receive the bubbling streams of your love. But that does not mean that you have to be frivolous, because you cannot be. The divine play is not frivolous, it is joyful. And the joy does not have that duality. So, to get to the establishment of your Guru principle, first we should know how it is destroyed. As it is, anything that is not looked after or maintained gets destroyed. If you do not pay attention, say, to these beautiful plants here, they will be destroyed. Even matter which is not attended to gets destroyed. So first of all, we have to know that we must be attentive and alert, that if we do not maintain ourselves, we will be destroyed. Because maintenance is not for maintenance sake. It is for stopping the destruction of your Guru principle. When we are negligent or lazy about it, we are responsible for destroying our Guru principle. So the attention that we have is to be given to the maintenance of this Guru principle. The Gurus have the capacity to maintain themselves and maintain others. In the beginning, when the Gurus tried to establish this maintenance principle, they put very, very strong rules and regulations. If you read Bible in the Levi chapter, you will find all the chariots that are described, which they are following now in Riyadh or in the Arabic countries. To maintain that principle within yourself. It's written in such strong languages, like such a person who does not do this should be killed to death. If such a person does anything wrong of this kind, should be killed by stoning. That was at the very beginning. So the people now at that stage of evolution required that kind of a fear. This was not meant to in any way to insult or to harm or to take away the freedom of human beings. But it was meant for people to give a great idea of the importance of the principle of Guru within themselves. At that stage, they used the frightening methods, I should say, horribly dangerous time. At that time, people obeyed also. Then another evolutionary step took place where a stage started. People thought they must become austere and start maintaining themselves by tremendous austerity. So it was self-projected. It was not projected towards others, but projected towards themselves. We can say that the first wave started when the Guru, the primordial Guru, said that if you don't do this, then you will be killed. The second stage was where the disciples accepted this within themselves and started telling themselves that if we do not do it, we'll kill ourselves. Austerity started on the basis of wisdom and not on obstinacy. But then it became even fanaticism. So it went to one extreme. It started with the idea of maintenance. It started with the idea of maintenance. Maintenance itself became impossible, or perhaps they thought that they are not being able to maintain. They got confused, and to them rules and regulations became more important than maintenance itself. Thus you find they destroyed themselves. The wisdom or the essence of Guru Tattva is a balance. Like when you maintain a plant, if you do not give it water, it will die. If you give it too much water, it will die. So the wisdom lies in understanding how much water should be given to the plant so that it comes up at its best. Now this wisdom has to be achieved through your vibratory awareness. You are placed under the most fortunate circumstances that you are realized souls before your Guru Tattva is fully established. You have all the powers that any Guru can aspire without having the establishment of Guru Tattva. Especially you are under the complete blanket of the clouds of your mother's love. But in no way mother's love is going to allow you to destroy your Guru principle. As I told you that Guru principle is a very sensitive thing and is destroyed if you yourself do not try to maintain it. First of all, the destruction starts from the very source of our being. I mean to say that our being is created by 5 elements. And the 5 elements have a capacity all the time to get destroyed. Any one of these elements, if they are not looked after, they get destroyed. That is the built-in capacity of the elements or of the matter, as you can say. So to maintain them is important. Some people have an idea that once you become a guru, you need not maintain everything, it is maintained by itself. It is not.
C'est faux.
I agree that the spirit definitely enhances the beauty and the health of these elements. But at the human level, there is always a greater force that is trying to destroy it. So till we have completely become the spirit, there is always a chance of this destruction working it out. One may say, why this balance needed? And this is an important question which we should be able to answer all the people who ask us. Without the balance, you cannot ascend. If you cannot ascend, what's the use of our becoming human beings? For example, everything is God, but nobody is aware. At the human level, you become aware. Means everything exists. Everything is there, but it is not aware. Say there is a stone, that is also God, but it is not yet aware. Like say, this area is completely dark and we are blind. There is nothing to be seen, to be felt or experienced when you are in that condition. Actually, one thinks that darkness is the truth, that ignorance is the truth. But when the sun comes up and the light comes in and your eyes open, you start seeing everything. You start becoming aware. So at human level, you are aware at the highest point. Now this awareness has to become the awareness of the spirit. That has happened to you. You have felt the spirit. But the balance is not there as yet. Your mother has pulled you out and made you that, but still there is imbalance inside. If you go slightly to the left, you can be destroyed. You go to the right, you will be destroyed. So you have to try both the things, as I have told you the methods, which I'll explain. First of all, you have to be austere with yourself. Just separate yourself from yourself. Separate yourself as a spirit and look at your ego and superego. Now you start watching the ego and superego. Do not maintain it. They are the destroying forces. Now when you see the play as a witness of the destroying forces, you will know how to also maintain yourself better. To separate yourself is easier when you take to austerity. The worst thing that elements have done to you is that you have formed habits, all kinds of hangs-up. Some people are fond of bathing, some people are fond of not bathing. Some people are fond of getting early in the morning, 4 o'clock, and singing songs and waking up everyone, and some are good at sleeping till 10 o'clock.